What is up, everybody? It is Generalkidd here with another cool glitch to show you guys. Actually, it's another phantom crashing glitch, but this time it's on Tsavo Highway. So, what you want to do is, I highly recommend you do this with at least two people. Well, actually, you need at least two people. You can't do it with one by yourself. Actually, I recommend three people. Might be easier that way. But anyways, that's beside the point. You want to start at a mission start to Tsavo Highway and get to this part of the mission. And what you want to do is have one person grab the grav lift. It doesn't really matter who, just have one person hold on to it. Grav lift is in this building right here. It is sitting on the floor somewhere in here. Right here in the corner, in the back corner. So just simply have someone grab it. And from this point on, just get back in your vehicles and proceed to the mission as normal. At least until the next part, which we will be getting to very shortly. In the meantime, on our way there, did you know that regular visitors to the dentist are quite familiar with the drill? Anyways, so at this part, don't use your grav lift or anything yet. Like I said, just save it until you get to the next part. But what you want to do at the next part is, we're going to skip ahead a little bit, but once you get to the next part, just kill all the enemies at the next part. And you want to wait for a phantom to come in. You only need to kill the enemies at this small section right here, where if you runs into brutes. And once you kill these enemies here, that's when the phantom will come in. You don't need to kill any of the enemies up ahead where the wraith is. Just the ones here, and usually you'll get a checkpoint. A really good one too, usually, but sometimes you won't, and well, that'll be a little inconvenient. But anyways, just at this part, the phantom should be coming in from right up there. As it's flying in, you want to try to take out the grunt on the turret. You have plenty of time. You can wait till it kind of flies down, but the sooner the better. Just take out the grunt and throw a grav lift right here on this thing right here, and then just jump up. You want one person to get on the turret, and at least one other person to stand on the inside. The more the merrier, because you have a better chance of keeping people in. So, while the phantom is flying up, you want the other two people inside to try to not fall out of the phantom. And the phantom will eventually hit a barrier up top, and it won't fly anymore. So at this point, it is important that the other two know what to do. What you want to do here is, the person on the turret is going to get off. When that person gets off, the phantom will start flying again. The two people inside still standing need to do their best to hang in there again. And once the phantom starts falling, it's going to fly up a little bit and it's just suddenly going to drop down. When it starts dropping down, at least one of those two people need to get on the turret again, so that they'll survive the fall. And here we have the phantom crashing. So usually it's not too hard to just get on and survive, but that is basically the step there. You want to make sure you crash the phantom so that you don't lose it. And you want to be careful with it too, because once it's crashed, it's very easy to flip around. And it flips pretty violently sometimes, launching you pretty far away. So you want to be careful not to get killed. And that's why I said you need at least more people, because if you have one other person up here, they could spawn you in case you do get launched far away. So for now, you could just leave the phantom alone. Just keep an eye on it, don't lose it, and don't go crazy with flipping it. I know some people are gonna try to keep flipping like crazy. You cannot get it upright if that's what you're wondering. It'll always stay in that position because of the way its colliders work. Now, as for the other two people on the ground, they need to go on ahead and get to right about this point, right before they make that jump. Just basically sit around here and just hang in there. As for the other two people, just have them try to flip the phantom so that it is somewhat right side up. And you want to try to get into the turret. And the other two people on the other side, they need to wait there and Wait for the signal from the two people here. As soon as at least one person here gets on the turret, they would tell the other two people, and then they would drive the Warthog forward as fast as they can. And the goal is to teleport the people here. And almost got it. It's going to take quite a few tries to do this. But there is like a certain angle where if you flip the Phantom from, it will be right side. It'll be you know, at a perfect angle, just at the right moment, and that will be your chance to get on the turret. So here we go, and we got it. So now the two people ahead need to drive forward, and if they're fast enough, you will be teleported with the Phantom. So, at this point, just leave the Phantom here for now. Try not to flip it again, because it's kind of close to the edge here, and you'll risk it falling off the edge, which would not be good, of course. But what you want to do is go grab all the rates. You can grab all 3 rates if you want. That'll actually make things a lot quicker since you have enough people. So at least 3 people can grab the rates, and well, this part is the tedious part, basically. With all 3 rates, you want to basically push the Phantom all the way to the very end. And this will take quite a while. I believe this took us like, I don't know, 30 to 45 minutes just to push the Phantom. But there's just a few tricks to push it faster. So here we started pushing it like this. This way is actually like really inefficient. What you really want to do is you want to turn the Phantom around and then push it from the back. That way it will be a lot quicker. Because if you keep pushing it this way, it's gonna eventually get more flat on its back, and you're not going to push it very well anymore. So just simply turn it around, and we'll keep going from there. In the meantime, I used to be a train driver, but eventually I got sidetracked, so not a train driver anymore. Get it? Where do polar bears vote? The North Pole. Did you get that one? Alright. So, with pushing the Phantom, the best way to push it is to have all 3 rates ram it at the same time. That way you get as much force as possible. And you're going to really want to do that when going uphill, because the steeper the hill, even if it's a very tiny hill, like a small bump, it's going to be really hard to push the Phantom up. And this is probably the part that took the longest, because this hill is pretty steep here. But as you can see, we got all 3 Phantoms, not Phantoms, Wraiths pushing it up. We even added a little Warthog for just a tiny little extra nudge. Like I said, the more the merrier, but ultimately, this part's going to take a while, because sometimes the Phantom will start sliding down again. My suggestion would be to have like 1 Wraith up there to hold it, while the other 2 keep pushing it forward. That way you don't risk it sliding down. Now anyways, once you get it up, in a little bit, have 1 person go ahead and basically just clear all the enemies up here and clear a path for the Phantom. Because there'll be like a few roadblocks and everything, you just want to get them out of the way, so that you have a clear path to get the Phantom through without it getting stuck. And without any enemies interfering or possibly damaging the Phantom. Because that would be extremely frustrating if you lost the Phantom at this point, after all the time you spent. Now, our goal for messing with the cutscene, you can mess with the cutscene any number of ways, but what we want to do here is, during the final cutscene on this mission, this is where the Master Chief will stand. Right about here, right in that little corner. Now, what you may not have noticed is that during the cutscene, this fence here is gone, And I actually just noticed this like the other day while filming this. I was like, wait a minute, this can't be. Because I watched the cutscene and tried to figure out what Master Chief stands. The fence wasn't there in the cutscene, and after double checking, it really is true that the fence just disappears during the cutscene. Which, in all my years of playing Halo 3, I've seriously never noticed that before. Probably should have added that to my video about 12 things you never noticed about Halo 3. There's actually quite a lot of other things that can be added to that list. You guys have shared quite a few things in the comments to that. I might make a follow-up to that, like a 10 things you never noticed about Halo 3 Part 2. It's up to you guys if you want to see that, just because there's definitely quite a lot more interesting things with Halo 3 that, a lot of you may not have noticed. But just let me know in the comments if you do want to see that or not. And if you do, I'll take a look into it. Alright, so the Phantom is getting close. Now, let's see. What you want to do, just a little tip, is make sure, like, if anybody, like, has to get out of the rates or walk around on foot, have them, like, stay far away from the Phantom. Because occasionally on a couple of occasions, we did have someone accidentally flip the Phantom. And if you flip the Phantom, it's not a controlled flip in most cases, and it'll just, like, freak out and just, like, fly away. And you may lose the Phantom, or you may lose, like, a lot of progress with pushing it. So that's one suggestion, to be careful, because sometimes people accidentally press their reload button near the Phantom, because when you're close to it, it doesn't say like hold B to flip the Phantom or anything. It doesn't give you a prompt. It just happens if you press the right button near it. So it's easy to accidentally flip it. But yeah, we're almost there. Just like I said, make sure there's nothing blocking the path of the Phantom. That's the important part, to clear it so that you can streamline this process a lot. Alright, just a little more. Now, at this part, I would not use the boost to push it anymore, because the Phantom is very close to falling off the edge. Just basically use the rate to just, regular speed, just tap it. Just get as close to the edge as possible, but not too much so that it falls off. But, just a little bit so it covers enough at the little edge here. That should just be about right. Maybe you can nudge it just a little bit more. The more the merrier, but of course the closer you get to the edge, the more risk of the Phantom falling off. It's very close to falling off here, as you can see. Most of it's already, like, off the side. Alright. So once you're satisfied with it and think, it's close enough to the edge, I mean, this is really up to you, like how much you want to mess with the cutscene, or like how much you want to risk making it better. But like I said, it's up to you where you want to place it. I just want to place it there because that's probably going to be like the best effect. But you can play around with it. There's definitely different ways you can mess with the cutscene. But once you're ready, just finish it. And let's watch the cutscene now.
Lord Hood, we made it.
Music to my ears, Commander. What about the Ark?
Fully uncovered, sir.
And we don't have much time. Marines, the Prophet of Truth doesn't know it yet, but he's about to get kicked right off his throne. You will take our city back and drive our enemy into the grave they've been so happily digging. One final effort is all that remains.
Alright, so there you have it. A little fun with messing the cutscene. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy that, and if you do attempt this yourself, good luck and have fun with that. But yeah, if you did enjoy this, make sure to leave a like and leave your thoughts in the comments, of course. And as always, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. We'll see you guys next time with a lot of other cool videos to show you.